Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will not spend 5 minutes. I have 2 questions for the witness. One, Honorable Karen, who conducted and compiled the public participation report?
Sorry?
Who conducted and compiled the public participation report?
This public participation was done by the communication department from the assembly, and they are the people who did the compilement.
Lastly, you have been accused of taking a picture and sending it to the sponsor of this motion. Why did you take a photo of your vote?
Madam Speaker, it is not true, and I was not under any instructions to send my photo. This is for my own reference.
Do you know the source of that photo? If you took it from your phone, and how it ended up at the Senate?
I can't say, but it is in my phone, Madam Speaker, how it came out, and it was not a secret, Madam Speaker.
Lastly, is it unusual for members of the County Assembly to be lobbied and whipped to support a particular motion in the County Assembly? Is it unusual?
It is very normal for a county assembly. It's just like what happens in the Senate. Honorable Madam Speaker, sometimes when the government has a specific motion or policy in the House, the majority leader is expected to lobby. So it is normal to lobby.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mwangi seems to have one question.
Just 2 questions, Honorable Speaker. Madam Karen, is this the first time the Assembly is conducting a public participation?
No, Madam Speaker.
You've done it before?
Yes.
In regard to public participation for the motion on impeachment, was it presented before the Assembly?
Sorry?
Was the report for public participation presented before the County Assembly?
Yes.
When was it presented?
The same day that we were tabling, the discussions were being made and the subsequent voting. But I remember even Katwa Kigen, the council, asked for the same.
Did you debate on the motion, or did you debate on the report for public participation before the impeachment?
No.
That's all.
I see 2 requests from the Senator. Senator Chute, have you requested? Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It seems like we are in a Pabashirandula episode here. And I wanted to ask the witness, on page 36 of volume 1, Masimba Ward, there was no member or members of the public which were at the venue when the secretariat arrived. What can she say about that? And then my number 2 question, how many people spoke or those who participated are in support of the deputy governor or against the deputy governor? That is why public participation is required. So can she explain to us? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, the report, the Masimba, it is clearly indicated that there were no members, as you realize. The issue of public participation sometimes, when it is not properly advertised, or when the lobbying, telling people, not most people read newspapers. So sometimes it is possible that the people of Masimba Ward did not get to see the advert in the newspaper, because we were not doing local advertisement from local stations. It is the newspaper that was being done. So I'm making an assumption that it could have been possible that most people were not able to reach out to this advert. Now, the second question, how many were for the governor, and how many were for the impeachment? I will say majority, I will call it 80%, they were for the impeachment, and 20% were, of course, in defense of the deputy governor.
Senator Karungo Dhangwa, have you requested?
Madam Speaker, my question goes to the witness, Honorable Karen Magara. What could have been better? Is it to have you here and comment on support of those who give public opinions, or them to appear here as witnesses? And especially the old man who said that his land was almost taken by the deputy governor. Couldn't it be better to have him as a witness so that we can ask more questions, cross-examine, rather than a video of him just mentioning something and then it is done? And Madam Speaker, as I finish, if you look at the County Assembly Volume 1, the same old man on page 283 signed an agreement with the deputy governor to have that land or to buy that land in July 2022. That was even before he was elected as a deputy governor. So my question is, now that he got back his land, the agreement was cancelled, he owes the deputy governor 350,000. Could we say that he wants to finish that deal, not to pay the deputy governor his money, because he owes the deputy governor 350,000?
The first question, Madam Speaker, I may not be able to have made a decision on who is supposed to appear in the Senate. Remember, Honorable Senator, we have our lead counsel here. Maybe those are the people that are well placed to say what necessitated picking others and others were left out. Question number 2, about the land, the balance of the deputy governor.
On the land question, maybe it would be better placed, a different person would be better placed to answer that question.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam
So,
Speaker.
Senator, that could be directed to a different person, maybe the council. Council, you could respond to the second question as opposed to the witness responding to it.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will draw the attention of the Senate to page 284 of the bundle of documents by the County Assembly and confirm that the affidavit speaks about a situation of a going concern, speaks about an anticipated event. If you look at the agreement, yes, it is true, it was done in July 2022. The elections were to be conducted on the 9th of August. The agreement was, if I were to be successful, I will employ 6 children for you, subsequent to which you'll give me a set-off of 300,000 shillings. This is to confirm the impropriety and the state of the mind of the deputy governor, that he came to the county government with a purpose to enrich himself. Most obliged.
That is the end of this witness statement or evidence, so we can proceed to the next. How many more witnesses do you have? I believe it's 1.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We wish to announce that we have our last witness for today. His name is Ruben Monda.
How long is he going to take?
At most 20 minutes, Madam Speaker.
So you try and squeeze it to 15 minutes if you can.
Most obliged.
Counsel Katwa Kigen, how long will you take cross-examining this witness?
We will try that 10 minutes also, Madam Speaker.
Okay. So we can proceed.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I am informed by my assisting counsel that we may be facing a challenge where the sickly Ruben Monda has gone for his medication. And noting that we still have a witness who was summoned by the Senate, I beg to be guided whether or not we can perhaps wait for him for the next 30 minutes, or how then do we proceed?
Honorable Senators, I request that we do another 30 minutes. We spend those 30 minutes on this witness who is available, so that tomorrow we only have one witness on the prosecuting side. Instead of Monda.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If I heard counsel correctly, he says he had lined up Mr. Robert Monda, but Mr. Monda has, Ruben Monda, sorry. But Ruben Monda seems to have left Parliament to go and take medication. But he says that the Senate summoned another witness whom he wants to
Senator Okongo, I heard him very well.
Yeah, so maybe we can get clarification. Does he have any witness outside waiting, or we
Robert Monda is out looking for his medication, but there is one more witness who was summoned by Senate, and I was proposing that we take in.
But Madam Speaker, he
here.
has walked in.
He's here. Oh, who is this now? Is it Robert Monda?
This is Ruben Monda.
Oh, Ruben Monda. Okay, then we can proceed on with Ruben. He could take a seat if he's not able to stand. He could get a seat. Sergeant at Arms, make that witness comfortable. We can proceed if you're ready.
Information is what? You don't lift the Bible, just lift your hand out. I want to raise the Bible. The Bible is the law. With your right hand. Then you read the Bible. Lift the Bible as you recite the Bible. I, Ruben Orangi Monda Matundura, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate is respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Mr. Ruben Monda, good evening.
Yes, madam.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We are sorry for having kept you waiting the whole day.
Yes.
Kindly pardon us. Would you kindly introduce yourself to the Senate?
the honorable senators, my name is Ruben Orangi Monda Matundra, the immediate follower of the Deputy Governor, Kisii County, Dr. Robert Hunsare Monda.
Does that then mean that you are the brother to the Deputy Governor?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I'm a blood brother, the immediate follower. My brother took care of me when I was young.
You say that your brother took care of you when you were young.
Yes.
Do you understand what brings you this evening before the Senate?
Yes, I understand what brings me before the Senate. I've come here to seek for justice for myself. And I've come here because of the harassment and the mistreatment that occurred to me when I am very sick.
Okay. Okay, allow me to perhaps lead you once more.
Yes.
Do you understand that your brother is facing an impeachment motion?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
My brother is facing an impeachment motion.
Do you understand the consequences of the impeachment if it were to be held by the Senate?
Come again?
Do you understand the consequences of this process if the Senate were to impeach him?
Yes, I understand the consequences.
What are the consequences?
One, in Kisii County, we shall not be having chaos as we are having. We will not be harassed the way we are being harassed.
So you understand that this process will culminate into him losing his seat, yes?
Yes, I understand.
And are you ready to take that path as a brother to the Deputy Governor?
Yes, I'm ready to take it.
Mr. Ruben Monda, have you come here on your own volition or you've been compelled to appear before the Senate?
No, Madam Speaker, sir. Madam Speaker, I've come on my own volition.
And to that effect, Mr. Ruben Monda, did you swear an affidavit dated the 21st of February?
Yes, I did. I saw an affidavit.
Again, did you swear that affidavit voluntarily or you were compelled?
No, I saw the affidavit voluntarily.
Sorry, Honorable Senators, I think the sugars are going low. That is page 257 of the bundle of document by the County Assembly. I'm so sorry, I beg your pardon.
277.
257, Madam Speaker. You find the affidavit of Ruben Monda Orangi.